Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2021, the Youth Academy Challenge Save with Atlético Portugal. This is my profile after we have officially obtained the Continental B license. I think we're developing quite nicely, if anything, with our stats. The only thing that really is disappointing is the goalkeeping stats, the adaptability, and maybe the fitness and work of youngsters stats. But I think the work of youngster stats will go up eventually, as will potentially the fitness. I don't think anything else will, though, unfortunately for us. So that's a little disappointing in the attributes that are less than 10. But still, I think we're doing okay, and I think we can definitely develop more and more. We've also had a youth intake since we last met, and I think it's been a pretty good one, if I say so myself. So here we are. Our youth intake is here, and the goalkeeper's pretty good. If the fact he's 2-star current ability already, as well as Rodriguez. Yes, another Rodriguez is in our team, but he's unambitious, which is the only concern. But still, let's talk about the players and go over them in detail, shall we? The person at the top of the list for the best potential is Pedro Cardoso, and he's a DM who could be very good for us. I think I could also make him a defender, though his heading is a weakness, so maybe not so much for him. He's 5'9", so again, probably not right now, but if he grows taller, then maybe yes, he could be. He is a ball-winning midfielder as well, but I'd like to say he could be a box-to-box, but that's a lie with his dribbling and finishing. His free kick taking is 11, so there's that to consider. That being said, I think he has more chances of becoming a playmaker than he does a box-to-box midfielder, which is saying a lot, but I suppose it's just one of those things, isn't it, that anything can and will go wrong if you don't give it time. Still, he's got potential, and I think he's got a lot to live up to if he's going to get to the level I want him to be in a DM, centre-back, or centre midfielder roles. Sanamel Rodriguez is the next player on the list. He is a winger, but also is considered the striker. And I've got to say here now, striking-wise, he looks very good for what we're hoping for. Yes, he's only good enough for the 5th tier of Portuguese football right now, but he's got time to develop, and I think given everything that we have, I'll take this. I would have taken this. He is already as good as Rosario, who is declining and I think will be leaving us very soon. Hopefully we can get rid of Pedro Rosario, because Rosario's got the speed and the vision and the defending, but he's actually weak in a lot of areas as well. So yeah, given that this is the man in the area, I think you've got to say physicals, Rosario is the best in the areas we need him to be, but he's worse off the ball, and yes, he can work harder, but then again, I can just discipline players into getting better in those areas. His crossing and dribbling are better, but his first touch is worse than Rodriguez, and his passing is better, but his technique is worse. So again, someone I think can take Rosario's place immediately. He's 16 years younger too, so it's just one of those things, isn't it? Now, here is the goalkeeper that we were told to be very excited about, and I can see why they are very excited about the goalkeeper. I do have concerns. First touch 1, passing 4, throwing 5, vision 3, concentration 5. So that's 4 areas, maybe 5 areas actually, that I feel could and should be improved, but he's only 15. He's only 15. He's apparently already better than Ivan Rodriguez, which, again, we've now got 4 Rodriguez in the team. That's a good sign that he's already considered to be better than Rodriguez already. And yeah, I'm actually surprised by that. Mental-wise, he's definitely better. In the goalkeeper side, Rodriguez is better, but he's 2 years older. So again, not surprising there. If we then were to compare him to Cabrita, I've got to say, that's not as big as the gap I thought it would be. I'll be honest. Yes, Cabrita's better right now, but shot stopping he's as good as, and the aerials he's just as good at too. So maybe there's things to look into. Physicals, Cabrita is not as good as Nascimento. There's a lot of other areas he can improve in, so maybe there's things to be looking at and thinking, yeah, maybe that's a good sign. And they got Rodriguez who's better in a lot of areas too, so I don't know what to expect, but we've got ideas we can work with, and that's nice. Nuno Gomez is a player that has potential, but wasn't really the player on the right side of the pitch, unfortunately for him. He's a right-footed player who is on the side where we're starting to play inverted wingers, and he might struggle to get in the first team as a result, but he's only 15. He can definitely improve and develop, and that for me is nice. So maybe for the future, we could be looking very exciting indeed. Andre Montero is another midfielder, or another winger, sorry. This time, inverted wing on the left-hand side, so we can switch sides if we really wanted to. So actually, what I said about the other player, it was a bit of a lie, because I can just switch over to inverted to winger and vice versa, so it's nice. This guy's got potential. I think he could do a good job, and I feel like while he probably will never get to the level we want him to be, he's not bad either. He's resilient too, so he's going to be good under pressure. Noi Shen is a Portuguese and Chinese defensive midfielder who could be a midfielder too. Another ball-in midfielder who can do lots of damage for us. Unlike his other player that we looked at, he's got the skills to be a box-to-box midfielder. Hasn't got the heading to be a centre-back though, so I definitely think he's going to be more of a centre midfielder or DM. But other than that, he's got potential and I like him, so a lot of things to look forward to, even if he is unambitious, which is a nightmare to deal with sometimes. Faustino Laro is another player, a centre midfielder who could be attacking midfielder and could be a striker too. So yeah, pressing forward on defend. I wouldn't say he's a striker out and out because his 5 finishing would let him down, but he's got 11 passing, so maybe he is a playmaker. But I think also with his acceleration and stamina and natural fitness, he could be other things too. So maybe box to box. If he can improve his things like his strength and his tackling and his positioning and his finishing, well, actually the finishing. If he can improve a few things, then we're looking like we got a very good talent here. And for me, that's exciting. And for me, if we get some good talent, then what do we need to worry about? That's what I've got to say in that matter. Luis Silva is another Silva, and this time as a fullback. So we have a load of fullbacks. Apparently they're none of them are the best, but this guy is probably the best of the bunch. He's either 32, so we can play on the left and the right, so that's good. It's a shame that he's not the best. He's very short though, so wouldn't be someone I want to put in corners, unfortunately for us. So maybe further up the pitch we need to push him up, but who knows? It's good to have the option either way. 2 more players to look into, and this guy is Jose Curia, and I had to hesitate a little bit before I said the name, but he's got some stats I'm looking into and thinking he could be good. He's left-footed only, so he would be good as an inverted wing on the right hand side, but he's got 11 passing, 11 flair, 10 off the ball. He's got good acceleration and agility. His pace is not bad. His natural fitness is good. He's got 14 jumping reach. He's 6'5". Could we think about this realistically? Could he? Composure and marking, the only 2 stats are below 6, so maybe. But he'll need work, and he'll need a lot of work if you wanted to make him someone there. But I don't see him really being able to develop to that sort of standard, so maybe not for him. It'll be a waste of his speed too, wouldn't it? Rui Silva is the last person to look at. He's a centre-back and has decent ability, decent stats. Not amazing, but he's decent, and I think that's all I really care about. So there's that. Could be worse for him. Really could be. But that being said, though, we've actually had 2 matches since we last met, so let's go over those before we do anything else. The first game we had was against Vizela, which we drew 1-1. We took the lead inside 36 minutes of the game because Ricardo Silva gets there first. I think he came on from the bench, or he started, but he got his 11th for the season, which is very good. Unfortunately for us, inside 3 minutes, we considered the equaliser in the second half, so disappointing that Pereira gets a goal, but we kept ourselves in a good position and we held on for a point, so could have been better, but could have been worse. We didn't lose, and that's all I care about in this situation right now. The last game we had was a 1-0 draw against Zamora, and we considered the goal inside 30 seconds. Mike gets there first, 28 seconds, he scores the opening goal. Fortunately for us, we had to go very attacking, and we got an equaliser. Bruno Sellers gets his second goal when we gone very attacking to get us an equaliser, and to ensure we get a share of the spoil against Zamora. A game I don't know how it was just 1-0. It felt like it could have been more, but at the end of the day, another point was gained. Ricardo Silva got injured, and I think that's him out for the rest of the season, which is a little frustrating to say the least. That being said, though, we've had just 2 games. We're now still in 20th place, just results between teams behind Moen has, and oh my days. My team has B team on their last 2 games. We are not in a good position. We're also taking on Sakanevs, who have won 3 of the last 5 and lost the other 2. So, this could be interesting to say the least. I don't know why the results saying 15th of September, but okay. We're going to take on this opponent. We're going to hope for the absolute best that we can beat them. I think we can beat them. And that's something else. Also, Cabrita's got a bit of a knock. He did have a knock actually last time, but he hasn't got a knock anymore. Cool. That's one less thing to worry about. They want me to take Elvis off. Oh, okay, yeah, we could do that. Elvis comes deeper. We bring Gaval there, and that works for me. So, Semedo's actually on the bench. We're going to bring Geno Silva on as well, because he's actually been okay in the last couple of games. He's definitely come back to life since we changed his formation, and that for me is important. Elvis and Martins on in the center field. Notice something, that we don't have a lot of young talents in our team that I've come through and had in our intakes. Lopez and Cairo are the only 2 players that have come through the academy since we started this save. And Lopez was already here, as was Skybo. So, yeah. Lopez is now our best player. And it's a little concerning that he's the best player. And he's more of a fullback than a centre-back, apparently, according to the guys. I think he's just centre-back. Apparently, they think he's a fullback. I don't see it. I really don't see it. And that's concerning when we play with wingbacks on support. Do you see fullback? I see centre-back. I'm just saying that here and now. I really just see centre-back, and that for me is the annoying part here. Still, this is the line we're going to go for. Caprita in goal, Antonacia on the right, Ivo Diaz and Ricardo Lopez in the centre-back positions. Ivo Palmer, who is honestly a player I hope will get better and has been getting better, is on the left-hand side of the fence. We've got Thomas Martins and Elvis in the centre of the park. We've got Cairo, who's got 4 goals now. He's actually scored again recently as well, so he's doing well for himself in the inverted wing on the right hand side. We've got Martin Gaval in the attacking midfielder role, a role that I think he will lose sooner or later because we've got some young talent come through, and yeah, Rodriguez is going to take that role I think at 1.2. We've got Ivando Barros as well on the left hand side, who I think Rodriguez will be his backup for next year. I think we've got backup for that position now. And we've got Geno Silva in the attacking position. Kenha will be the main man I think next year, and we've got a good number of talents here now. I think that will come in the first team next year if we stay up. That's a big if. We might go down actually still. But anyway, let's see how we do in this game. That is very important for us to survive with 6 games to go. So let's see how we do, shall we? Okay, we've got a throw. Gaviar takes the ball now. Here's Elvis. Lopez in the middle. A chance, head of the way. And now they have a chance to counter. I just realised, why is there anyone play back? Oh wait, because Lopez is taking the throws, isn't he? Okay, it's a chance that's gone over. Probably should have done better with that, but okay. A warning shot. They got a chance. I'm going to take Martins off the... I'm going to tell Martins to ease off his tackles. As things stand, we're actually going to up a place. Weirdly enough, because, well, we just saw the goals go in, and that's a... How has he missed that? What on earth? Let's go balance. Not defense. Let's go balance now. I don't like the chances I've been getting. Okay, so half-time 0-0. We've had the 2 chances we've seen so far, and that's concerning. So we are going to say they've been bad, which is not 100% truthful, but is partly truthful. So I just got to be honest and say that we can't afford to drop points. If we really can't. We've got a throw. We actually had more chances in this half so far, which is very nice. And Antonacia on the ball now. What can he do? Plays across to Gaval, who's actually signed for the first one in a while. Martins, Barros! Offside. I had a feeling it was offside. I just... You know when that feeling you see a chance going and think, that felt so easy. That felt so easy. Yeah, that was a little concerning. It was quite clearly off, but it was nice to imagine we had the lead there. Fun fact, as things stand, both of us will actually get off a place. Both ourselves and our opponents today will be going off a place because of Manhan's losing their game. We've actually been a better team in the second half so far, which is nice. I'm not really changing anything apart from the mentality of the attacks. Martins, Gaval, good ball to Cairo. I think he could do some damage here as the inverted winger. Come on, cut inside. He's done it. Geno Silva plays it back. Gaval! It's an... How is this offside? How is that offside? I want to know. How is this off... Oh, he's clearly off. That's annoying. When more changes, 3 changes have been made. Lopez will take the free kick. And it's in! Ivo Diaz! The 2 centre-backs combining. We have our lead. It's taken a while, but we have the lead at last. And hopefully now, this will help us get away from the relegation zone, further away, since the gap got closed from 10 points to 4 or 6. But that's a good goal to score, and hopefully this will build a gap between ourselves and them, because they are also losing. Our team, as B team, are losing, and that is so important right now. A good victory as things stand. We just need to hold on, hit the point, and run away with it. We'll get the points, not the point. Get the points. Get the points. Kone on the chance. Lopez, good tackle, but it's not much. Oh, bloody hell. I said point, not points. It's not listening to me, but that's still annoying. 1-1. I'm disappointed in that. I will be honest. I thought we'd won it. I really thought we won it. Should I go more defensive? Probably. But I thought we'd won the game anyway. And we didn't need to go more defensive. But just frustrating. It's just frustrating that we've conceded that goal stupidly. It really is. Oh, God. No! Oh, my God. They almost scored again. Oh, I honestly thought we were going to concede again. We've got away with one there. We really have got away with one here. Bloody hell. We could have lost the game in the end. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. Still, we get away with one, I think. It could be 90 plus 3, then 90 plus 4, just to add insult to injury. But we got away with one, and we have gone up a place to 19th place. We finished in 18th last year. I think that's still on the cards, but what we can do... Actually, I think 16th is still a realistic possibility. Even if we are 6 points behind with 6 games to go, I think we can still get that. We just got to actually get points. And we're only 7 points clear of 23rd place. That is not a comfortable margin. This could be the first year that team gets 40 plus points and goes down in this division, which is not ideal to say the least. Okay, also, I'm trying to get rid of Serio because he wants to leave, and I will let him go for that price. Okay, they want me to pay for it. You know what? Screw it. I'll let you... You get off my hands. That's all I care about. Anyway, I'll be right back after we see the youth game, and then we're going to see what positions the coaches think our youth intake players should be trained in. Okay? See you in a bit. Okay, so the under-19s actually beat the youth candidates, which was very nice to see. Either way, we got... Ooh, Rodriguez is being recommended to be trained as a right winger. I guess I can see why, since we're using better wingers right now, but would it be a waste since we've already got so many players on that side? I don't know. I'm curious about that one. I think I will not do that. But you got Luis Silva. Wait, hold on. I've got to do this again. They want me to train Luis Silva, a fullback, as a attacking midfielder. Okay, I'll check this out. Let's see. Oh, actually, I can actually see it. That's awkward. That's actually awkward. Right, that is very interesting. Let's look at the deep line playmakers as well. I can actually see the playmaker side. Okay, this is awkward now. I didn't think that would be the case. At least we've seen it now, I suppose. Yeah, we've seen it. I can see why. Gomez as a right winger. Honestly, this makes more sense. He can already play there. It's just a matter of actually making sure he does it. And he's not an inverted wing on that side, unfortunately for himself. He would be on this side, but we don't play with inverted wingers on the left-hand side. We do on the right, so I'll play him. I'll train him up there, that side anyway, but there you go. We've also got you. That is recommended to be a striker. Again, I can see it. He's actually definitely a striker. Why was he not? I don't understand why he wasn't a striker beforehand, but okay, he's definitely a striker. That's good to know. Yeah, that's literally all we have seen for the potential trainings. The fullback to be an attacker midfielder is a new one, though. I'll say that here now. Either way, we're going to end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. But anyway, until next time, bye and well, good night.